he not? Are they not going to make it in time? Can you finish by Friday?
There is a 0.00000000001% chance that I can produce the cure by Friday.
Damn. No news. It's becoming impossible to function at work. I feel as if I could burst into tears at any moment. What kind of world am I leaving my children? A world that they will die in. He's got to be able to do something. Oracle left me a message in the printer tray. Update, I need more time. Don't we all? I've never been a religious man, but maybe it's time I start praying. No one's going to save Oracle. The project is dead. Dr. Ellis came in with his team, took measurements for their new office. He slapped me on the shoulder, told me it happens. Death will be better than working with that man. In the printer tray, Oracle left me another message. Update, 14% complete. I need more time. Yeah, he definitely... They can't... They're going to end up closing down the project before it's done. Market. Time of death, 9 a.m. Seems I was misinformed. I thought Oracle was to be scrapped over the weekend. It was today. It was quite disturbing to see it torn apart. It was like watching a person being murdered. I'm actually... Why am I sad for a computer right now? I think this sad... Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different for the analog horror stuff. We're actually going to be watching an analog horror movie, and this one is the Tangy Virus. You guys have been recommending this one like crazy, and after watching it, I totally see why. This analog horror is about a virus that spreads in the Tangipahoa parish. I really hope I pronounced that right. I definitely mispronounced it several times in the video. I am so sorry. But this virus is spreading. It starts pretty normal, but things go out of whack super quickly. I gotta say, like, the longer you watch, the better this gets. This series is by the creator Vintage 8, who makes a lot of horror videos like this, so be sure to go support the original channel. Link will be in the description down below. But alright guys, enough of me talking. Let's jump right in.
Unidentified disease. Researcher, Dr. Julia Williams. Station, Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date, the 8th of August, 1988. Report. Several cases of an unidentified infection have been reported in several parish residents. Patients have been 4 prior to symptoms.
Okay.
Additional notes. Blood samples have been ordered from each patient. Water samples were taken from key areas of the river. Sample 1, outside Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay, so people are getting some disease. Pretty sure they got it from the water. Took samples from the water, trying to find out exactly what it is. Bit of a creepy looking lake area, but whatever.
Kate's Crossing.
Everything looks fairly normal. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Sample 3, North Parish.
I have no idea what to expect from this series. I don't know if there's like some kind of monster in the water, or if it's just literally there's a disease going around. Like I don't know exactly what to expect
Results are
here.
expected in 7 to 8 business days. A follow-up to this entry will be made shortly after.
All right, cool.
Tape 2, inconclusive. Researcher, Dr. Julia Williams. Station, Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date,
That's not a good
18th
title.
of August, 1988. Report, low levels of aluminum and copper were discovered. Neither should have produced the symptoms found in patients.
Okay.
Additional notes. Many of the patient's symptoms have improved. Several, however, have worsened by developing meningitis. 28 new patients have been admitted, all with initial symptoms of itchy throat, skin rash, irritated eyes, nausea, and diarrhea. I suspect we're dealing with something viral. Patient 1, infant, condition, asymptomatic.
Oh.
Patient 2, adult, condition, deceased.
Okay. So it is killing some of them.
Patient 3, child, condition, stable.
I like these videos that we're getting.
Patient 4, adult, condition, stable, lost child.
Oh, no. That's so sad.
Autopsy results. Patient 2, tumor found near spine. More tests need to be conducted on surviving patients.
Okay. So they found a tumor on the dead patient.
Tape 3, unknown pathogen identified. Researcher, Dr. Julia Williams. Station, Kate's Crossing Health Unit.
Shout out Julia
5th of
Williams.
November, 1988.
She putting in that work.
Report. I believe to have discovered a new pathogen in the waterways near Kate's Crossing. It was also found in the bloodwork of our patients. We are nicknaming the disease the tangivirus.
The tangivirus.
Report continued. The parish government has been notified. Blood samples, water samples, and biopsies have been sent to the CDC.
By the way, sorry I'm not talking much right now. I'm just trying to learn what the situation is before I give any thoughts or anything. And I feel like they're giving us the information pretty clearly at the moment. I love these videos. Did they get these from somewhere on the internet, or did they actually record these themselves? This is great. Are they going to show me what they see?
Biopsy results. The tumor yielded a strange and frightening discovery. They were filled with aggressive worm-like organisms. As impossible as this may seem, but it appears the organisms are being birthed from the virus. Almost like they are being hatched.
Oh, God.
223, be advised, we have a
Oh, that's
visual on
gross. Knowing that there's worms in your system like that? Oh, they are fast too. They are really moving. There's something so unnerving about that.
Further tests are needed.
What's the matter, Miles?
My gauge has changed. Ain't no way I'm making this flight.
Oh, you're making this flight. Hold my oikos. Okay. Coming through. Watch out.
We can make it! Thank you. You're stronger than you look.
Additional thoughts. The idea of discovering a new virus is both terrifying and exciting. I'm just glad we identified the pathogen before it had a chance to spread.
Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going over another incredible analog horror movie by Vintage 8. This one is called Sinkhole. In this analog horror movie we find out about a sinkhole that has emerged and is literally devouring Louisiana. But there's something a bit weird about this sinkhole. Other than the fact that it's growing at an insane speed, it's also making a very weird noise. When some researchers have gone to the area to try to find out what's really going on, what they uncover is truly terrifying. Again, this analog horror series is by the incredible Vintage 8, who I've covered many times before on this channel. The link to Vintage 8's channel will be in the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. And also, if you've seen my Vintage 8 videos before, you may be excited to hear that one of our favorite characters is returning in this one. Guys, this one is truly incredible and the ending is confusing to say the least, so I'm definitely gonna need your help on this one. But before we fully dive into today's video, I want to take a minute to talk about today's sponsor, Aura. You know what's scarier than analog horror? Spam calls. You see this long list here? This is a list of numbers that I've blocked on my phone because they were all spam calls. At one point, I was literally getting like 10 plus a day. It made me just not ever want to answer my phone when I heard it ringing. And you guys have probably experienced a ton of spam calls before too. There are a ton of data brokers out there that are trying to collect information on you, like your phone number and where you live, and they end up making a fortune by selling it to robocallers and spammers. And obviously, you really don't want your information out there, and that is where Aura comes in. Aura can identify these data brokers that are exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they make it super hard and confusing for you to do that, so Aura handles all of that for you. Aura can also do so much more for you, like credit monitoring, a vault for your passwords, and a VPN so you could safely browse the web. And all of that comes on one app at an affordable price. You can either let people continue to exploit and profit off your private information, or you can go to aura.com/immortalmarcus and start your 2-week free trial. Also linked below in the description. Thank you so much again to Aura for sponsoring today's video. And alright, now it's time to dive into the sinkhole. Vintage 8, one of my favorite creators. I'm happy to be back for Sinkhole. By the way, I'm walking into this insanely blind. Like, no, I have no clue what this is about or what is in this. Part 1. We're watching all parts today though, so don't worry. In March 1990, a sinkhole opened in Bayo Manchac, 17 miles from Kate's Crossing. The residents of the area were immediately relocated. In an effort to monitor the sinkhole, the Tangipahoa government contracted Dunnington Construction to build a makeshift facility near the evacuation site. At its fastest, the sinkhole grew 30 yards a day. It consumed everything in its path, trees, homes, and wildlife. It was insatiable. The press nicknamed the sinkhole Pac-Man. What a name. That's actually fire. Oh wait, chill, wait, I'm adjusting my webcam, stop. And then without much notice, the sinkhole stopped growing and then receded. However, not before consuming the makeshift facility and the researchers assigned to observe the sinkhole. Well, GG to them. Little is known about what occurred in the final days of this incident. Oh, so are we gonna learn about most of those days right now? Also, bro, if you live near Kate's Crossing, you gotta get out at this point. Afterwards, things returned to normal. People returned to Bayo Manchac. The area is routinely monitored, and no signs of trouble have been reported in the last 20 years. However, recently, the hard drives from the research facility were recovered intact by a local fisherman. Let's go. Thank you, Mr. Fisherman. You're giving me something to react to today. My webcam is still messed up. The following information is the digitized journals and research material of Dr. Jeffrey Baker and Landon Fields. I don't believe we've heard either of those names in the Vintage 8 universe. March 8th, 1990. Landon Fields. We are approximately a mile from Pac-Man. Clever nickname. Regardless, I feel like we're too close. If this thing doesn't slow down, it'll gobble us up in less than a month. However, my associate, Dr. Jeffrey Baker, doesn't seem too concerned. He believes it'll slow down in the next few days, especially as it gets closer to solid ground. I know he's an expert geologist and all, but the thought of getting gobbled up by a sinkhole in the middle of the night is unnerving feeling, to say the least. Yeah, I get that. And then there's the job. I understand getting measurements, doing graphs, radar.
Heath, it's English toffee.
Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going over the analog horror known as Children Under the House. In this analog horror, we follow a girl named Jess and her family as they move to a new house in Louisiana. Shortly after moving in, Jess starts to hear people from under the floor. She starts screaming and freaking out every night until eventually she goes completely mute. It is now up to her therapist Julia to find out what is really going on in the house and can she ever get Jess to speak again. Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. The Tangivirus, the Oracle Project, and now the human trial. In today's video, we're jumping into the third installment in Vintage 8's series of the Tangivirus. If you haven't seen my last two videos on this series, please go check them out here. The link will be in the description down below. In the human trial, a college student named Adam is put through a set of questions by Oracle, but the answers to the questions may have harsh consequences for Adam. I'm just gonna tell you, what happens at the end of this is absolutely crazy. This video we're about to watch is by the incredible creator Vintage 8, whose channel link will be in the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. But enough of me talking, make sure to like the video or else I'm going to be under your bed tonight, and let's jump right in. The Vintage 8, the GOAT. Following were a series of videos rumored to have been found on the dark web. They were labeled the human trial. Oh boy, oh boy. Most people consider these videos fake. I hope they are right, because if they are not... Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going over the analog horror, The Oracle Project. Turns out I was... Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different for the analog horror stuff. We're actually going to be watching an analog horror movie, and this one is the Tangivirus. You guys have been recommending this one like crazy, and after watching it, I totally see why. This analog horror is about a virus that spreads in the Tangibahoa parish. I really hope I pronounced that right. I definitely mispronounced it several times in the video. I am so sorry. But this virus is spreading. It starts pretty normal, but things go out of whack super quickly. I gotta say, like, the longer you watch, the better this gets. This series is by the creator Vintage 8, who makes a lot of horror videos like this, so be sure to go support the original channel. Link will be in the description down below. But alright guys, enough of me talking. Let's jump right in.
With the YouTube Music app, you can start a radio station with up to 30 artists. Go ahead, DJ Thumb. Try 1 month free.
Tape 1. Unidentified disease. Researcher, Dr. Julia Williams. Station, Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date, the 8th of August, 1988. Report. Several cases of an unidentified infection have been reported in several parish residents. Patients were reported to have been swimming in the Tick-4 River prior to symptoms.
Okay.
Additional notes. Blood samples have been ordered from each patient. Water samples were taken from 3 key areas of the river. Sample 1, outside Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay, so people are getting some disease. Pretty sure they got it from the water. Took samples from the water, trying to find out exactly what it is. Bit of a creepy looking lake area, but whatever.
Kate's Crossing.
Everything looks fairly normal. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Sample 3, North Parish.
I have no idea what to expect from this series. I don't know if there's like some kind of monster in the water, or if it's just literally there's a disease going around. Like I don't know exactly what to expect
Results are
here.
expected in 7 to 8 business days. A follow-up to this entry will be made shortly after.
All right, cool.
Tape 2, inconclusive. Researcher, Dr. Julia Williams. Station, Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date,
That's not a good
18th
title.
of August, 1988. Report, low levels of aluminum and copper were discovered. Neither should have produced the symptoms found in patients.
Okay.
Blood work yielded negative results. Common pathogens consistent with symptoms were not present. Additional notes. Many of the patient's symptoms have improved. Several, however, have worsened by developing meningitis. 28 new patients have been admitted, all with initial symptoms of itchy throat, skin rash, irritated eyes, nausea, and diarrhea. I suspect we're dealing with something viral.
¿Vienes con los niños? Buenísimo. ¿No viene el tío Paco? Si viene...
Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going over a newer analog horror series called Gooby and Friends. Gooby is a character in his own show that teaches kids about letters, numbers, shapes, and more. But things start to get weird when Gooby starts getting really aggressive on his show and kids that watch it start going. Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. So recently in the community tab, I asked you guys what's the next analog horror series I should cover, and a majority of you guys said I should check out the series known as Angel Hair. Angel Hair is a series about a guy named Jonah who discovers some VHS tapes of a show from when he was younger. But what he realizes is that the show that he watched is very different from what aired on. Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're actually going over two Halloween specials. The Mysterious House and The Return of the Pumpkin Rabbit. You guys were telling me a bunch that the Walton Files dropped a Halloween special and that I had to watch it. But then when I checked it out, I found out that it was actually a sequel to a Halloween special that they made 4 years ago. So today we're gonna watch both of those specials. And don't worry, if you don't know anything about the Walton Files, you don't have to, because this has nothing to do with the Walton Files. It's completely separate. But basically the premise of these Halloween specials is some trick-or-treaters decide to go trick-or-treating at this one really weird house on the street, and things go incredibly wrong. The first video is quite short and the second one's a lot longer. I was jaw-dropped at several moments during this because of how incredible and disturbing it is at the same time. So I'm super excited to show you guys this one today. But as always, please be sure to go support the Walton Files channel, whose link will be at the top of the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. And alright guys, enough of me yapping. Let's jump into this one. Video 1. The Mysterious House. Alright, here we go. MW Animation Studios. This is a little break. Ducky and Tommy? The Mysterious House. 1979. This really does feel like an old school cartoon right now. Wait. Why does the moon have eyes? I was like, oh, what a nice little town, and then you see the moon just creeping up here.
Maybe it's because your costume looks cheap and basic. What kind of costume is that? You didn't even try. You know I don't like dressing up for Halloween.
All right. Let's stop fighting. There's still plenty of time to get candy. We just gotta find a good house.
Yeah, the night's not over yet.
I didn't like the abrupt cutoff there. Not gonna lie though, that duck did not try with this costume. That was a bad costume. Could do a little better than that. Missing Johnny Bear. Last seen October 31st, 78. Bus stop.
Wow, that was fun. We got a lot of candy.
Yeah, that was so cool, Tammy. However, I think it's getting a bit too late. We should go home.
Come on, Ducky. There's still so much houses we haven't visited yet. Don't tell me you're scared about trick-or-treating.
I'm not. I really don't feel scared, okay? Let's just visit.